What is up, Sex Beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we're going to be doing all Call of Duty Zombies pistols. Now this is strictly pistols, no wonder weapons or anything else like that, so the ray gun, winter sound do not count. This is strictly pistols that you either get out of the box or you spawn with, or wall weapons, or somehow you're a magician and you can create one. Fucking yo, I don't know how you're going to do that, but you do it. Only pistols, so let's go ahead and get this shit started. Alright, so the first pistol is the one you spawn in with every single Call of Duty Zombies map except for Origins, because Origins had to be different. Wow. The M1911, like I said before, it is in every single Call of Duty zombie map, and I actually think this might be the only weapon in zombies that you can actually upgrade two different ways. If you're playing World War II, you can actually pack a punch it to the C3000 biatches, but if you're playing on Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 15, it can actually upgrade to Mustang and Sally. So even if you're playing the Black Ops 1 version of Derice, you're still going to get Mustang and Sally. And Mustang and Sally is actually stronger than the C3000 just by a little bit. You can see the difference between them on round 50. You can see Mustang and Sally just doing a little bit better job. And I'm kind of curious to know why Treyarch changed this. I'm glad they did. I love Mustang and Sally. It's a great improvement. I'm just curious as to why. Like, what made them think, hey, I think we should make them dual wield instead? I really don't know the reason for that. I mean, they seem to like dual wield weapons because we actually have a couple more on this list. But let's go ahead and get on to the next weapon. So the next weapon is going to be the 357 Magnum. This is available in all World War maps in the box, and if you're playing on Derice, you can actually pack a punch it to the 357 plus 1 kill. Actually, kind of like that name. Now this weapon is just a little bit behind the Python when it comes to damage, but it does make up for that with its awesome headshot multiplier. And this weapon is also kind of slower than all the other revolvers in zombies. It's got a really slow fire rate and a really slow reload speed. You can make up for that by getting double tap and speed cola, but even then it's still going to be noticeably slower than the other revolvers. But I mean, if you want to feel like a cowboy, you get this, you get double tap, you somehow get a cowboy hat and a horse in zombies. I don't know how you're going to do that, but you can figure that out. You get all that stuff and you can be a cowboy, but I mean, unless you really feel like doing something like that or you're doing like a challenge, I wouldn't really recommend this weapon unless you're like on early rounds or something you just have the points to spare. It's a really good weapon on early rounds, can put down zombies really quick, but once you start to get up there, I would kind of get rid of this weapon and start to trade it out for something else. Alrighty, and next up is the sort of weapon that replaced the 357 Magnum. Is going to be the Python, and this is available in all Black Ops 1 maps, Transit, Die Rise, Nuketown, and Origins. And when you pack a punch this bad boy, it's going to turn into the Cobra. Now I really love this weapon. It's a fun weapon to use and it's pretty powerful. When I went to round 50 and tried to use this weapon, I had high hopes for it, I had high expectations for it. I honestly thought it would do something, but I was actually kind of disappointed when I figured out it really didn't do much, didn't really get me that many kills. I didn't expect it to like take out an entire train of 24, but I actually kind of expected it to do something, like maybe a couple shots to the face would kill a zombie. But it really didn't do anything, and that kind of surprised me a lot because I always had thought that this weapon was extremely powerful, but I guess I was wrong. And the interesting thing about this weapon, if you're playing on Transit or Die Rise and you put it in the safe, when you actually take it out on Buried, it's going to turn into the Remington because this weapon and the Remington share the same exact stats. The unupgraded versions do, not the pack punch versions. The unupgraded versions, the Python and Remington, actually have the same exact stats, which I thought was pretty interesting. So that's probably why you get that weapon. So you cannot get the Remington on Transit or anything like that, and you cannot get the Python on Buried. Alright, the next weapons I'm going to be showing you guys are the CZ75s or the dual wield versions of that. So when you just pack a punch the one pistol, you're going to get Calamity, but when you pack a punch the dual wield version, you're going to get Calamity and Jane. And these weapons are on every single Black Ops 1 map. Black Ops 2 traded them off for the 5.7. Now I really love the dual wield version of these, mainly because this was the first weapon I ever got in Black Ops 1 Zombies. I remember when I first played Kino, I went to the box was on the left side of a spawn, was in the alleyway, I hit the box, and these were the first weapons I ever got, and I just remember like, what the fuck is this? I was so confused. I had no idea what they were, I didn't even know dual wield was a thing, but when I first got them I was like, oh, holy shit, that's actually pretty cool, look at that. So these weapons are really good. If you're on an early round, I would recommend getting these for like not really a point whore weapon, mainly for a kill zombies really fast weapon. That's what they're pretty good at. Maybe grab a point weapon and these weapons for early rounds because that'll definitely be a good combination. Alright, and up next is going to be the weapons that replace the CZ75, the 5.7, and the dual wield 5.7. The 5.7 upgrades to Ultra, and the dual wield upgrades to Ultra and Violet, which I think is a pretty clever name, and I really like that. The 5.7 is available on all Black Ops 2 maps excluding Mob of the Dead, and the dual wield 5.7 are available on all Black Ops 2 maps, even Mob of the Dead. And the 5.7 is actually a wall weapon, so you can grab this off the wall, but you cannot grab the dual wield 5.7s off the wall. That would be pretty cool if you would. I mean, just imagine that little chalk outline, like two pistols crossing it over. I think that'd be pretty badass. Treyarch, you guys should do that for Black Ops 3. But I really do enjoy these weapons. They're really fun to use. The fire rate is awesome. I love single shot weapons because I get to use my trigger finger, or as you guys say, modded controller. So I'm always down for a semi-auto weapon. I just love using it, and these pistols are actually pretty good. I'm a huge fan of using pistols both in zombies and in multiplayer, and the 5.7 is definitely one of my favorite ones. Alright, next up is going to be the B23R, and when you upgrade this weapon to the B34R or the Bear, I really do love these pack punch names. Treyarch is really good with some of these names, and then other names are just really dumb, but this one I kind of like it, it's the Bear. and these are available on all Black Ops 2 maps except for Busty Po, Town, and Farm. So it's available on Transit, but not these maps individually, and this is one of those weapons that you can actually acquire off the wall. Now, I really don't like this weapon so much. I mean, in multiplayer, it's a pain in the ass, and so is the next weapon I'm going to be talking to you guys about. But I mean, in zombies, it's not really the world's greatest weapon. I mean, if you're playing on Transit, you kind of have to get it. It's a very easy weapon to get ammo for. There's really not that many wall weapons in Transit, so if you're playing on Transit, this weapon's probably going to be the one you have to get. But if you're playing on any other map, there's really no reason to get this weapon. There's just so many other better weapons, like the 5.7 or any other wall weapon, so I'm not a huge fan of the B23R. But I mean, you guys might, but in my personal opinion, I really want to grab this unless you're playing on Transit. Alright, next up is going to be the Executioner, which I also really cannot stand in multiplayer. I hate when I'm running through a building and the guy just has an Executioner and just spams me with it, and for some reason he kills me when I shoot him in the face a million times with my FAL, but YOLO, man, I'm not going to question it. Fucking Vonderar logic, man. And this weapon is available on all maps except for Origins, and when you pack a punch it turns into the Voice of Justice, and that name kind of sounds weird. Whenever I think of that, I think like this weapon is Batman, so this should be called the Batman weapon because, I mean, Batman loves some justice, man. So I'm just going to refer to this weapon whenever I play zombies now as Batman, and I'm probably going to forget that next time I play zombies, so you guys got to remind me. So next time I use the Executioner, remind me to call it Batman. Alright, next up is another weapon that I cannot stand in multiplayer, the Cap 40, or when you upgrade the Karmic Atom Perforator 4000. I probably completely fucked that name up, but I mean, you guys should know me by now. I always fuck up every name I ever try to pronounce because I'm retarded. And this weapon is available on all Black Ops 2 maps, and it's a pretty good weapon if you get it out of the box. Like, if it's your first weapon, I'm not going to complain. It's a good point weapon for early rounds, but if you get this like on anything past round 10, then I'd probably be pretty pissed because this is not going to be a weapon to do anything in zombies. You're not going to be taking out entire trains of 24 immediately with this weapon. It doesn't really hold that much ammo, and it's just not the world's strongest pistol. There's a lot of other pistols that are so much better than this. But I mean, if you want a point weapon, this is probably your weapon. So if you get this out of the box, just go ahead and use all the ammo real quick, get your some points, hit the box again, and then get whatever you want. Alright, next up is going to be the Remington New Model Army, or when you pack a punch, the Sassafras. I really do love this pistol. This is probably one of my favorite pistols in zombies. I just love it. I love the animations you do with it, and of course, you guys should know this is only available in Buried. Like I said before, the unupgraded versions of this are actually similar to the Python, but when you pack a punch it, I believe the Sassafras is actually stronger than the Cobra. As you can see on round 50, this weapon is actually doing some work. You're actually getting some kills. Now, granted, it's not killing them immediately, but you're still getting some kills, unlike a lot of other pistols on this list. And like I was stating before, this is definitely one of my favorite pistols. I just love the animations with it. I love how you twirl it around. I love the looks of it. I love the feel of it. This makes me feel like a genuine cowboy. Just give me my poncho, I'll go to the OK Corral, and I'll be good. Alright, let's go ahead and get on to the last and final pistol, the Mauser, or when you pack a punch it, the Boom Hilda, and this is only available on Origins. Now, this is also a pistol that I just love because I love having starting pistols upgrade to complete badass weapons, and I hope we keep seeing this trend further on in zombies. I hope like maybe we switch up some starting pistols, and every time we upgrade them, they're complete badasses, because I love the fact that if you keep this worthless piece of shit all the way up until you pack a punch, you get a huge reward for it, and I love it. This Boom Hilda is a great weapon to have. Even on round 50, you're still going to be able to do some work. Now, it's not going to be up there with like a wonder weapon or anything, but I mean, hey, it's still going to give you some kills and still going to be a very good weapon to have. I just love the Boom Hilda. If I'm playing Origins and I'm trying to do the Easter egg, and I'm just not having any luck with the box, I'm going to grab this weapon because this weapon is really strong in early rounds. Even like 20s through 30s and hell, even 40s, this weapon is going to be a really good weapon to have. So say you're playing with a bunch of friends and all your friends get all the cool weapons and you just can't get shit. Grab the Boom Hilda, you'll be safe. This is what I always try to tell my friends, but they never listen to me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm very curious to know which was your guys' favorite pistol, unupgraded and upgraded. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys could, please hit a like and subscribe when you're ready. Peace.